Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. Gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Hand off from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
The Vols in the hurry-up. Give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arkansas 7, Tennessee 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in third down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Got his man on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll let it fly. Sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense set on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. He makes the catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense drags him down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The play action fake. On the run, still looking. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He makes the connection. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's going for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
On second down, wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Getting some heat. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. He wants to go deep. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get landed on.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's taking the shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a punt.
Across the 45. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And the route